The Cubs crushed the Dodgers. It's one game, 16-0. But what interested me is what happened off the field with the Cubs, where the guy who started the first game of the season against Yamamoto, a guy named Justin Steele, a name you may know because he's the best pitcher on a team that is doing very well, except they have no whatsoever rotation anymore. Basically, they're stuck with Imanaga. He's the only starter from last year, and they have a couple guys you've never heard of, Matt Boyd and Ben Brown, Colin Ray. Oh, you know Colin. Colin Ray, Marlins, traded for him. Padres, 2 sets of medical records. We then rescinded the trade, gave him back to San Diego. Meanwhile, the guy's still pitching 8 years later. Way to go, Dave. So what happened this weekend is that Justin Steele is having a second Tommy John surgery. God bless the Dodgers who came up with this for Shohei. We're not going to call it Tommy John because it's too upsetting when we say a player's going to have a second Tommy John. So we're going to call it a full ligament replacement procedure. That's my favorite. It's fine. They're calling it a Tommy John revision with an internal brace. Just as a side note, that's Tommy John. A rose is a rose is a rose by any other smell is just a pig. We absolutely understand the reality of what it is to come back from 2 TJs. It's really super hard. It's as though when you're going through something and you decide not to call it what it is because it makes you feel better not to call it, that as though somehow that's going to change either the treatment, the surgery, the rehab, or the time you miss. It's just funny to me. All right, let's do this, Coca. Let's try to be nice on a Monday morning. Happy birthday, KY. Let's just try. 4-8-69. In what can only be described as difficult news for the Chicago Cubs this weekend, number 1 pitcher Justin Steele will be undergoing season-ending elbow surgery. Unlike what happened in 2017 when he had Tommy John surgery, Justin Steele has recovered to become the pitcher he is, and now he will simply have some sort of revision of that original Tommy John, where he will wear an internal brace that will keep him out the entire 2025 season. Meanwhile, what do you think is happening right now? You think that the Cubs are on the market? You think they're out there calling Peter Bendix and the Marlins, give me Sandy or give me death? Sandy Alcantara is the number 1 pitcher for the Marlins. He's an ace. He is available for trade. You think that that's what the Cubs do? Think that that's what Hoyer learned? Call up Peter and just overpay? You know that's not happening. You know that Craig Counsell, the manager, is going to go out and say, hey, we got the people right here. We got the people right in-house who are going to do the job for us. Meanwhile, the Cubs is a first-place team. The Cubs with playoff aspirations, trying to continue their dynasty from 2016. Come on, Cubs fans, don't be angry about that. You won 1 title. The Cubs are going to wait because that's what you do. You know very well that you're in a great position. You are 11-7 to start the season. You've had a gauntlet of a schedule. You played the Dodgers in Japan. You played the D-backs, the Padres, the Rangers, the Dodgers. You're about to play the Padres, Diamondbacks, Dodgers, Phillies. It's a nightmare. The good news about a completely balanced schedule is that you will now have an easier schedule once you get through this gauntlet. And so there's no reason to panic just yet. However, the Chicago Cubs under Tom Ricketts, their owner, will have no choice but to add a pitcher, but there's no reason to pay that pitcher for 5 out of 6 months, which is what it would be if you acquired him now, or at least May 1st. You're going to wait a little while and then bring in the reinforcements. And you're going to wait to see which other starters are performing, because it's not just going to be Sandy, because the Marlins are going to absolutely try to crush someone in a trade for Sandy. They're going to try to do the anti-Yelich trade and see if they can do an Ozuna trade again. If you know, you know.